Good morning to one and all. I am going to take about operators and control statement in C. In previous classes, you learned about what is C, how is C, who has been developed, and where it has been developed under the basic concepts. Now, we are going to see about the next concept, operators and control statement in C. Okay. Okay, what is my operator? An operator is a symbol that tells the computer to perform a certain mathematical logical manipulations. These operators are used in programs to manipulate data and variables. Here we are going to do some mathematical operations. So okay, for that we are using this operator concept. Okay, in C we are going to use operators. Okay, for that we are going to see in detail about the operators and its functions and its methodologies. Okay, next slide. See, these are the types of operators we are going to use in upcoming slides for C programming. Okay, arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operators, unary operators, conditional operator, and bitwise operator. Okay, these are 7 types of operators we are going to see in C languages and upcoming slides. Okay, now what is my arithmetic operator? An arithmetic operator are used to perform a numerical calculation among the values. How we are doing this in mathematics? In same way we are going to do in computers in C languages. You know, computer will do arithmetic operators using the numerical calculations. Okay, here see what are the operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo division. Okay, in modulo division we are going to see how it is utilized in C programming. Okay, that's all you know, and now we are going to learn in C how it has been used, where it has been used, how it has been going to design a program or design a software. Okay, next slide. This is the basic program of an arithmetic operator. See, here we are using the additional what are the operators using here: add, sub, multiple, divide, and remainder. Here a modular operator is also called as remainder. Okay, so I will going to explain each and every line in this slide. Okay, include directive, include studio.h. The lines includes the standard input library which is used for input and output operation in C. Okay, what is that? That include studio.h is nothing but the line that includes in the standard input output library which is used for input output operation in C. It's in include studio.h is a library function, okay, which has been already set in C. While we are typing this include studio.h, it will the program will read from the header file. Okay, And then next, main function declaration. Int main is the main function declaration. This line declares the main function where the execution program begins, where you are going to start the program. Okay, and then now we are going to see about variable declarations. In variable declaration, what we are going to, what are we declared here? Int a, b, add, sub, multiple, divide and remainder. These are the variable declarations. Okay, here integer variables are a comma b, add, sub, multiple, divide and multiple are declared. These are all will be coming as in numbers. Okay, if we get in the numbers, we will call it as the integer values, integer variables. Okay, and then a, b, add, sub, multiple, divide, remind are declared with a and b will store the two number of input by the user. Okay, a sorry, a and b are the, what is that, numbers, two numbers used by the user, while add, subtraction, multiplication, division will store the result of the operations. What are the operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions and modulus operations. It will store the result. Okay, and then next, prompt user for the input. Prompt input for the user. What is the prompt input here? Print statement, printf statement. Printf statement, what we are going to do here? Enter a, b value. You are going to print. This prints the message on the screen asking the user to enter the value for a and b. We have to provide a values, right? For the value you are declared. Okay, and then next we have to read the input values. Scanf, %d and a. In this line, two integer values from the user stores them in a and b. Two integer values, store the values in a and b. What it will do is just read the integer values. Now we are going to see the calculation, how it's happened. Add means what you will be giving? Add a plus b. Subtraction means subtract b from a. Which value is high, you have to do the subtraction here. And multiplication, as you will be using a asterisk b. And division, we will use a bar b. And then next, remainder, a modulus b. A modulus b computes the remainder of the division of a value and b value. Okay, and then output result. What are the output result here? Print result of addition /n d add. It displays the result of the addition values. If it is sub means it's given sub, right? It displays the result of subtraction. And then next, it displays the output of multiplication, division and modulus and so on. Return 0. This statement ends the program and returns to 0 to the operating system, indicating that the program has finished successfully. This is the main explanation of this arithmetic operator as an example program. Okay, if you have any doubts you can ask to me. Okay, next slide. Next we are going to see about relational operator. Relational operator are used to compare two quantities and take a certain decision depending on their relation. If the specified relation is true, it returns 1. If the specified relation is false, it returns to 0. Okay, see what are the relational operators here. Operator is lesser than or equal to, is greater than or equal to, is not equal to. These are the relational operator which compares the two quantities and take a certain decision depending on their relations. Okay, it will return the value 1 if it true. If it will return the value 0 if it is false. This is the concept for relational operator. Okay, this is the example program. Okay, for relational operator here the same. Okay, the about include studio, that is the header file, and void main is a main function here, and we are going to see about the variable declaration. Int a comma b, the two integers a and b are declared here. Okay, and where is the user input? We are going to see the user input as print, enter the value for a and b. This prompts the user to input two integers. Okay, then scanf %d and a and b, it gives to read the two integer values entered by the user and assign them to a and b. Okay, it's the scanf function is used to read the values, whereas printf value is used to prompt the user to input two integers. First condition. Okay, here we are going to see about the first condition. What is the first condition? Printf %d a is greater than b and a not equal to b. Okay, these are the operations. Sorry, a is lesser than b here. Sorry for the communication. This line prints the result of the logical expression a is lesser than b and a is not equal to b. Okay, we can see the conditions here. A is lesser than b. Okay, if a is lesser than b, check if a is less than b. Okay, a is not equal to b means check if a is not equal to b. The logical AND means both the condition must be true for the result to be 1, that is true, otherwise the result is 0 here. This is the first condition. Next, second condition is a is lesser than b, double quote, b is lesser than a. Okay, this line prints the result, then prints the result of the logical expression, that is a is lesser than b or b is lesser than a. In this condition, a is lesser than b means it checks if a is less than b, if b is less than a, checks if b is less than a. These are the operation is performing in this program to get the output. Okay, are you clear in this concept? Now I am going to move on about the next, move on to the next slide, that is logical operator. These operators are used for testing more than one condition, making a decision. Okay, in previous classes we need to what you are using, we will just read about the basic concepts. Now we are going to in deep about the operators. In here we are used to test the conditions. We are going to test the operators. Why? To compare. If you have a very large program, we have to do what we have to do. We have to compare with other coding, so that this code is small or this code is large. We need to compare. Then only you will get the exact program with for the requirement of time. Okay, see, in logical operator, these operators are used for testing more than one conditions and making the decision. Okay, the logical operators are AND operator, OR operator and NOT operator. These three operators we are going to see here. Okay, we are going to see about the program. This is an sample example for the logical operator. Okay, you know about the logical first two lines, that is header files, and about the main programs and declaration functions. Okay, here we are going to see about the exact point. The logical OR means if either condition is true, the result will be 1. It will only return 0 if both conditions are false. Okay, either, see, if it's 0 comes means both values should be 0, right? Both the conditions should be 0. If any one of the condition is 1, it will consider as true. Okay, now we can going to see the third condition. Third condition is equal to operator, that is not equal to. In this line, prints the result of the logical not expression A equal to B. A equal to B, check if A is equal to B. The logical not operator negates the result. So if A is equal to B, the result will be 0. That is false. If A is not equal to B, the result will be true. Okay, we can see the summary of the output. The program will print the 3 integer, either 0 or 1, based on the evaluation of logical expression. Okay, the first print will output if A is less than B and A is not equal to B, otherwise 0. Second point, the second print will output 1 if A is less than B or B is less than A, otherwise it will consider as 0. Then third print will output 1 if A and B are not equal, otherwise it will consider as 0. The third output print will output is 1 if A and B are not equal, otherwise 0. Okay, clear? If you have any doubts here, I am going to next concept, that is assignment operator. These are the assignment operators are used for assigning the result and expression to a variable B equal to A. Okay, operator, see, these are the operators: equal to, plus, equal to, minus, equal to, asterisk, equal to. These are the things you are seeing from the previous slides, right? Equal to, plus of additional, and here These are, we are called it as assignment operators. Okay, we can see a sample program. See, this is a sample program. We are going to see the step by step. Okay, here first I can confirm that first two lines, you know what is that and what it will be used for, what is the main functions are used, and what are the other fields to be used. Okay, I am going to move on to the variable declaration. Variable declaration, what we are using here, int a comma b comma c. These are the variables used here. These three integer variable a comma b comma c are declared here. Okay, and user input. User input, what are the user input? Printf and the scanf are the user input here. Printf statement enter the value for a and b. That prompt the user to enter the two integer value. These are the two user inputs. And scanf. Scanf function, what it will do is just read the two value entered by the user, assign them to a and b. It's just it acts as a intermediator. What user is telling, it will read and display, give the details to the system. Okay. Then third point, additional operator. Printf /n the values of s if percentage modulo d c equal to a plus b. This line performs the addition operation a plus b and assigns the result to c. It then prints the value of c. Okay, for the example, if a equal to 5 and b equal to 3, then c value will be 8. Okay, it's for additional operator. If you used for additional assignment operator, that is addition, assignment will be equal to, right? Assignment means to add the value equal to. If you give the value printf /n the values of plus equal to is percentage d c plus equal to b. Here what is line describes, the line adds the value of b and b to c and store the result in c. It is equivalent to c dash equal to c plus b dash. If c is previously 8 and b equal to 3, after this operation c equal to 11. What is the output? Previously 8, and if you add the value with 3, what is the operation? C value 11. Okay, if you next we are going to see about subtraction. If /n the value of negative equal to is percentage d c minus equal to a, this line subtracts the value of a form c and store the result in c, the equivalent to c dash, that is equal to c minus a. Okay, if the value is c equal to 11, for an example, I am telling for an example, if the c value equal to 11 and a value equal to 5, after this operation, what will be the answer? Anyone can tell it. That is 6 will be the answer when we subtract the output. Okay, now the same as for the multiplication and division. Okay, we go on to next slide. Increment and decrement operator, the two most useful operator which are present in C are increment and decrement operator. The operator adds an operand and the operator subtracts one from the operand. Both are unary operators. It can be used for pre and post increment or decrement. Okay, this is a sample example. Okay, first two lines you know about the include directive, that is these are the standard output. It's for the library functions, and main function is a declaration. The same, the variable declarations happens here. Okay, variable declaration, what are the variables you are given here? What are the variable operation you are given here? Tell me. A comma b comma c, the result will store the result in the A, and B will store the input value, and C will store the result of the increment and decrement operations. These three integers will, if you declare, will store the user input A and B, and C will store the result of increment and decrement operation. Now we are going to see about the input section. Input section, what is the section? There is no confusion, that is the user section. This prints a message on the screen asking the user the input value for A and B. Scanf, same, we are going to read the integer values. Next, increment and decrement operation. See here, pre-increment, what is the operation is that plus A. If it is plus A, it is an pre-increment. If it is A plus, it is post increment. Okay, in pre-increment what you are going to do? In this line, the value of A by 1, before assigning into C, the updated value of A is assigned to C. The operation performed is A is incremented, then C is set the new value for A. If A is incremented, C will set the new value for A. Okay, this is the pre-increment. Then post increment is that, see the difference here. Okay, if the C sets the current value of A, then A is incremented. See what they given there? The word, you should listen the word carefully. C is set to current value A, then A is incremented. Okay, the result of this operation is that print using printf the value of C is modulus of D comma C. Okay, the same as pre-increment. Pre-increment, what you will do? It will just decrement it, then C will set the new value of B. Same, but the operation will differ. Next slide. Now the last one is conditional operator. In conditional operator, these conditional operators are used to construct the conditional expression of the form. The syntax is x exponential 1 question mark, and x exponential 2 is the question mark, and x exponential 3 is the question mark here. We call it as the conditional operator. This is a sample program. Here, what is the condition you are using? A is greater than B, or A is percentage of mod of B. Okay, to find the biggest value, which is biggest. If it's coming means, what is the condition? It should be bigger or smaller, like that. So we conclude that this is a conditional operator. Last topic, that is bitwise operator. Bitwise operator, this operator works on a bit level. It works on a bit level applied to the integers. Bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise exclusive OR, shift left, shift right. These are the operators used in bitwise operators. See, these are the sample program here. Okay, first two lines you know. I am going to go to the main function. Also you know the variable declaration and initialization is int equal to 5 and b equal to 9. Okay, here the bitwise operator, the print, it has been clearly given that if you print this value, you will get the value bitwise operator, and if you print this AND operator, okay, with bitwise operator OR. The bitwise operator AND operator compares each bits of its operand. If both bits are 1, it returns the value 1, otherwise it returns the value 0. Okay, like that. We are going to use the logical bitwise operator here. Next, the same how we are going to use about for OR operator. OR operator is used to compare each bit of operands. If at least one of the bit is 1, it returns the value 1, and then OR operator is over, and now we are going to XOR operator. XOR operator, the bitwise operator returns the value 1 if the bits are different, and 0 if the bits are same. If the values are different, it returns the value 1. If the values are same, the bitwise operator is 0. Okay, and NOT operator. In bitwise NOT operator flips all the bits operand in the C. Generally, it's stored using 32-bit representation. Okay. Left shift operator. Left shift operator shifts the bits of operand in the left by specified number of position. Each shift to the left double values. Okay. And then last, shift right operator. This shift right operator shifts the bits of the operand to right by specified number of position. Each shift to the right halves the value. It's nothing but operand to shift the right number of positions. Okay. Special operators. Special operators, in C we have some special operators such as commas operator, size of operator, and printer operator. Okay, this comma operator used to combine the related expression. The comma linked the list of expression or evaluated the left to right, and the values of most expression, the value is combined with an expression. This is the example. Okay. See the size of operator. Size of an operator used to return the number of bits the operand occupies. This is the syntax. Okay, I hope it's everyone clear about the operator and its function, and thank you for the day, and I'm going to explain more about the concept of C in upcoming classes with the clear slides. Thank you.